Mountain lion versus gray wolf. What happens when these two animals meet in North America? Both animals live in similar habitats and can hunt aggressively for food. While they normally avoid each other carefully, they have been known to come to blows competing over a food source or just through forced geographical proximity. The cougar, which is also commonly referred to as a puma, mountain lion or panther, is the second largest cat in North America. Unlike other big cats, however, the cougar cannot roar. Instead, the large feline purrs like a house cat. Gray wolf, also called timber wolf, largest wild member of the dog family, Canidae. It inhabits vast areas of the northern hemisphere. Wolves were domesticated several thousand years ago, and selective breeding produced dogs. How do they look? The cougar is the second largest wild cat found in the Americas, the largest being the South American jaguar. It has a very muscular body that varies in color from tawny red to dark brown. The throat, chest, chin, and whiskers are white. Cougars are known for their large front paws and long tail, which is used for balance. They vary between 5 to 9 feet, 1.5 to 2.7 meters from head to tail. While males can weigh up to 220 pounds, 100 kilograms, females weigh less, topping out at nearly 132 pounds, 60 kilograms. Cougars have extremely powerful hind legs, which make them excellent jumpers. A cougar can jump straight up 18 feet, 5.5 meters from the ground. Gray wolves, or timber wolves, are canines with long bushy tails that are often black-tipped. Their coat color is typically a mix of gray and brown, with buffy facial markings and undersides, but the color can vary from solid white to brown or black. Gray wolves look somewhat like a large German shepherd. Wolves vary in size depending on where they live. Wolves in the north are usually larger than those in the south. The average size of a wolf's body is 3 to 5 feet long, 0.9 to 1.5 meters, and their tails are usually 1 to 2 feet long, 0.6 meters. Females typically weigh 60 to 100 pounds, 27 to 45 kilograms, and males weigh 70 to 145 pounds, 31 to 65 kilograms. Where do they live? The geographic range of the cougar is the greatest of any large wild terrestrial mammal in the Western Hemisphere, from Canadian Yukon through the US, Central and South America to the southern tip of Chile. Cougars were extirpated from the eastern and central parts of North America within 200 years following European colonization, except for remnant subpopulations in South Florida. Cougars live in a wide variety of environments, including montane coniferous forests, grassland, swamps, lowland tropical forests, dry bush country, and any other areas that offer adequate cover and prey. They use dense vegetation, rocky crevices, and caves for shelter. The original range of Canis lupus consisted of the majority of the northern hemisphere, from the Arctic continuing south to a latitude of 20 degrees south, which runs through southern central Mexico, northern Africa, and southern Asia. However, due to habitat destruction, environmental change, persecution by humans, and other barriers to population growth, gray wolf populations are now found only in a few areas of the contiguous United States, Alaska, Canada, Mexico, and Eurasia. Wolves can thrive in a variety of environments, from the tundra to the woods, forests, grasslands, or even deserts. The range of a wolf pack typically varies from 80 to 300 miles, depending on the number of prey species inhabiting the region. What do they eat? Cougars like to prey on deer, though they also eat smaller animals such as coyotes, porcupines, and raccoons. They usually hunt at night or during the gloaming hours of dawn and dusk. These cats employ a blend of stealth and power, stalking their prey until an opportunity arrives to pounce, then going for the back of the neck with a fatal bite. They will hide large carcasses and feed on them for several days. Wolves primarily use their hunting energy to target large hoofed animals like deer, moose, bison, mountain goats, sheep, elk, and caribou. Despite the wolves' extremely acute hunting skills, most of the animals they stalk eventually escape. Wolves are also opportunistic hunters and will target small prey if it is available to them, such as rabbits, snakes, mice, birds, fish, and beavers. The jaws of a wolf are extremely powerful, and the wolf has a biting capacity of between 1,000 and 1,500 pounds per square inch. How do they behave in the wild? Cougars tend to roam in areas where they won't be seen, such as rocky mountains or dark forests. They don't usually attack humans unless they feel cornered or threatened. A worthy predator, cougars have a field of vision that spans 130 degrees and can kill an animal 4 times its size because of its muscular form and stealth. The average sprinting speed of a cougar is 56 kilometers an hour. Cougars are solitary cats and will avoid other individuals except for during mating. They communicate by the use of visual and olfactory signals, and the males regularly make scrapes in the soil or snow. Wolves communicate through body language, scent marking, barking, growling, and howling. Much of their communication is about reinforcing the social hierarchy of the pack. When a wolf wants to show that it is submissive to another wolf, it will crouch, whimper, tuck in its tail, lick the other wolf's mouth, or roll over on its back. When a wolf wants to challenge another wolf, it will growl or lay its ears back on its head. A playful wolf dances and bows. Barking is used as a warning, and howling is for long-distance communication to pull a pack back together and to keep strangers away. Now it's time for the fight. In a forest in the north of the United States, an alpha male wolf meets a cougar male. What will happen? Given their lifestyles and the fact that wolves live in packs, if a cougar had to fight an entire pack, they would certainly lose. Being a lone wolf is the most vulnerable time in a wolf's life. However, wolves are surprisingly more than capable of hunting alone. Cats have bigger fangs, movable paws, and retractable claws, perfect for ambushing. Dogs have stiff legs with gripping claws, longer snouts packed with teeth that trap and crush, and huge lungs, perfect for endurance chasing. They are built for killing prey in different ways, so competition between them can be avoided as much as possible. A cat has an advantage in a one-on-one fight, since it has strong, agile paws and claws to stabilize prey while biting, as well as inflict damage by swatting. It also has sharper teeth for cutting flesh. Cats evolved to be the most efficient land predators. They're built to win against canids almost all the time. In prehistoric time, at one point cats almost drove dogs to extinction. Dogs survived by adapting pack behavior. Canines are not suited to fight similar-sized predators one-on-one. An adult cougar is slightly larger than an adult wolf and weighs more. Its body is more powerful and agile as it can climb trees. The wolf's main advantage is its more powerful biting force and perhaps an equally powerful, though relatively stiff body. But the main reason why the cougar almost always wins is because it is a calculating animal and has a better fighting strategy. That strategy is to position itself underneath the wolf and to bite its throat, which decisively ends the fight. This behavior has led those that have seen such a fight assume that the wolf had the upper hand, but it then lost, when in reality the cat had the control all along. If the puma gets its jaws on the throat of the timber wolf, then it's over. So in a one-on-one, the cat has a good chance of winning, even I must admit. Unless the wolf is especially skilled and smart for dealing with cats, the cat will always have the upper hand, simply due to its paws and its used to a solitary lifestyle. Cats always beat dogs at equal, or even if the cat is slightly smaller. Weight, in this case, they aren't even equal weight. Cougars, on average, are much heavier than wolves. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button.